How do, and welcome back to another one with me, Wayne. You'll be pleased to know normal service has resumed. I have a bunch of parcels here. 2 are from the shop we don't mention, and 2 others are from elsewhere, which we'll get into. I've got, anyway, a bunch of other guff we'll just go through first. Some charity shop finds. Really, these are nothing special, so don't expect perfection on this lot, but these are ones that I actually already own, so they'll just get moved on for cheap. I'm not bothered. I might even give them away. Motorstorm, Uncharted 1, 2 and 3. They're all in clean condition, but they were just some charity shop finds that I ain't leaving for 20 pence a piece. Right, that's oh no, there is some more charity shop things. These 3 games I'm about to show you, they are PS2, which I don't collect for at all, but again, for 20 pence each, it'd be rude to have left these behind, because I don't own them. Metal Gear Solid 2, Guns of the Patriots, is it? No, that's the other one, it's Sons of Liberty, my bad. I haven't played this since it first came out. I've got no immediate drive to play it again. I just don't enjoy PlayStation 2 for what it's worth. Don't know why. Hate me in the comments, I guess. Gun on the PS2. I've never played this before. I couldn't tell anybody anything about it. It's by Neversoft, and they made the Tony Hawk's games, right? That's as much as I can tell you. Now this one I have played, and strangely, it's gone up in value as of late. Baldur's Gate Dark Alliance, or is it Baldur's Gate? I ain't great with pronunciations. But yeah, it's a fun dungeon crawler style game, Diablo-esque. Anyway, the other day I was at the dump getting rid of a load of DVDs that CEX give a penny on, and there was a gentleman there who said to one of the staff members at the dump, "Oh, I've got some PlayStation games, can I just chuck these away?" And I'm like, whoa. No, I'm not having you chuck games away, I'll have them if you don't want them. He's like, yeah, sure, have them. Now, none of these are anything special, so I ain't really going to show you them one at a time. They're all FIFAs and a Madden game. But this one, here we go. The gem out of it, it's not really a gem, but it's the GTA 5 disc. I nearly said 4 then. Yeah, the GTA 5 disc for the PS4, which is cool and all, because I've got a box for this upstairs, but I'm going to show, for anybody that's never, I've never seen this before, so if you've never seen it before, this is disc rot on Blu-ray discs. You can just make out this weird edging there. You might be able to make it out again further around. Oh, I can't get it to show. But you can just see where, let me get my head out way there. You see the discoloration around the edge there? That is Blu-ray disc rot. Now, I'm not going to lie, I've never seen that before, and it's not going to show up very well on the camera at all, and it drives me mad when it does that. But you can just, like I say, you can just see it there. I doubt it'll work for that reason, so I was happy to see GTA was there, and then gutted that it was rotten. But yeah, the rest of the discs are fine, they're just a bunch of FIFAs. But they'll go in my collection, they'll bulk it out, make it look like I've got more games than I really do. Which is not my thing. Anyway, one more PS4 game, and then we're on to PS1 stuff, which is why we're here. Grid. Yeah, I got this from CEX recently. I've been on a racing game kick, and I played Race Driver Legends, is it? The newest one? I got the Platinum Trophy for that. I enjoyed it. This one's pretty cool, but there's a trophy on it to drive around, drive the distance of, is it the Earth to the Moon or around the world or something? And apparently it takes like hundreds of hours to do, even if you do an AFK method. I ain't down for doing that, but I don't really care for trophies anymore, but it's a fun game nonetheless. So right, we're going to get on to some physical pickups that I actually got off my ass, went to a shop, well, CEX, and got in the store. Yes, surprisingly, one of my local CEXs actually had PS1 games in stock that I needed. This one was an interesting one because I got it for £0 and 0 pence. from CEX of all places, they gave me a game. The game was is Warcraft 2. Now the game was displayed like this in the glass cabinet. I asked to see it, and Ash, this is for you, mate, you legend, at the Truro branch, brought me this one and this other game over. And I had a look at it, and I said I didn't think you took in PS1 games if they're missing the front inlay. And he says we don't, so obviously another staff member has taken this in. So he ripped this off the stock, wrote it off completely, because he said if I didn't want it, it was going to go in the bin. And I'm like, well, I'm not letting PlayStation 1 games go in the bin. So yeah, it's got the manual. It's got the disc, obviously. I mean, the manual's got a little bit of tattiness on the corners. You can see there. But I'm not a mint collector, so that's fine for me. And I just need the front inlay. And I found one on eBay for $4.99 with free postage. So that game does retail for $25 at CEX. So I've basically got a £25 game for a £5. Which is not bad, considering it was free from CEX of all places. And now this game it's been on my radar for a little while. I'll be honest, it's not what I thought it was. I didn't know it was a fighting game, 1v1 fighting game. I thought it was like an action game. But it's Gundam Battle Assault. Again, it's complete. Everything's in there, as you'd expect. Manual, disc. Yeah, it's... I tried it. It works, everything. It's fine, obviously. But it's not for me. I'm terrible at the fighting games. I was good at Tekken back in the day. 1, 2, and 3 I was okay at. Brian Fury for the win, by the way. Not you, Eddie Gordo, X and Circle Tappers. But yeah, I needed it for the collection, so it's 2 new editions. One slightly not going into that lot until it's complete. But anyway, we're going to get into the parcels now, the reason you're all here. Now, this particular parcel, yeah, there's no address on there. This one is from Joel. Yes, I apologize, I'm rubbish with names, but his name is Joel. He reached out to me on Instagram, that's the one. We've spoke a few times on there, but he reached out to me and we were talking about games. And anyone who watched my previous video know I found a nice copy of Silent Hill 3 in the charity shop for £1. He mentioned he had this game that he was going to trade in, and I'm like, whoa, I want that game. So I was prepared to buy it off of him, but then he says he wanted the Silent Hill, so we did a little swapsy deal for this. God, I'm awful at getting into boxes. So yeah, we did a swapsy deal. I mailed him out Silent Hill. He mailed me this out. So, wow. So, you packaged that very well, Joel. You legend. So yeah, I told him I'd wait to do the video till I opened it. Anyway, it's all in here. And this game is No One Can Stop Mr. Domino. Now, some people out there might go, what are you swapping a game like Silent Hill for a game like this for? Well, the reason for that is I do not give two hoots about the Silent Hill games. The first one, I've got nostalgia for, because I remember playing it and pooing my pants back in the late 90s on this system. But the PS2 ones I never really played. I never really bothered with PS2. That generation, as I've said before, I hit 16 in 2000 when that came out. I was doing many different things as a 16-year-old boy does. And by the time I got back into gaming, the PS3 had just come out. So I kind of slipped out on the PS2 era. But he did say the disc was minty, and that is clean. Don't like saying mint, because to me, I mean, there's no point in showing you, it's never going to light up. Well, it would if I put my light on, but hey-oh. Yeah, I don't like saying the word mint. Mint to me is when it is literally brand new. Like, you've just taken the cellophane off of it, that's mint. Or if it's still sealed, that's mint. When people get a game that's probably been through about 15 people, and it comes with a battered case like that, and disc just happens to have very few scratches, and someone goes, oh, that's mint. No, it's not. my friend. It really isn't. But anyway, enough of that. That's just my thing. Now this one is from oh god, I forget his YouTube name. AKA Scotty. I am so sorry, I forgot your YouTube name there. From Hemel Hempstead. We have had an agreement where he had some games. I've got a few off of him. I believe this is the last or the second to last batch of games I needed off of him. So let's just get into it. And it seems that everybody likes to reuse CEX boxes, because this is another one. Right, I've got to face this way because it's got his details on there, so we don't want that on show. How am I getting into this thing? Yeah, I should not be trusted with opening boxes. Right, there we go. Get rid of that. So, into this. Yes, there's two here. So I believe this is the last of the games I'm needing from Scotty. So I will get what we've agreed out to you as soon as I possibly can, my friend. And for this, I cannot thank you enough for getting these games, saving these games for me, should I say, and us having this agreement. Whoa, that disc. See, now this disc doesn't even have a single mark on it, not even a fingerprint, but I won't say it's mint. I never knew, I only just realised this particular game is a Phoenix game as well. Wow, these discs are good. Oh, sweet. Everything is there, present and correct. The first game is Skull Monkeys. Now, I don't know anything about this game. I remember the front cover from years ago, but I've never played it. So, I'm keen to give this a go. By the way, I meant to put my games up here so you can see what I've got as we go through. Don't fall off. There we go. And there's the Warcraft one with the missing front inlay, but that's by the by. And then the next game, which I never even realised was a Phoenix game, Phoenix Games, is Flying Squadron. Yeah, I've not played it. It looks intriguing, but it's a Phoenix game, so it's probably garbage. But if I was any good at doing video editing and stuff, I would probably steal PS2 mini games as Phoenix Games song, just because it's a naff song for a naff bunch of games. But I'm happy to have these. So that is 5 so far. So thank you very much for those, Scotty. You're a legend, and I will get our agreement fulfilled very shortly. So now is 2 of these jobbies from the shop we don't mention. There should have been another one, but it got delayed for some reason. So I'll put that in the next video. So I've got quite a bit to come. I managed to get rid of, as I mentioned, again, I alluded to this in my previous video. I had in my van outside, I had boxes and boxes and boxes of DVDs. I'm not going to mention who at CEX told me this, because I don't want him to get into trouble in case someone else happens to watch this who's above him in the positions or whatever. But he told me that if I do my DVDs on the drop and go system, they can't say no. I never knew this. I assume many people already knew this, so it might not be new to you folks, but it was new to me on the basis that my two local CEX branches had said that they weren't taking in DVDs. Now, Penzance, I tried to do the drop and go with them there, but the manager there, he just stood there and he says, I'm not taking them. So, fair enough, I guess, whatever. But if it scans in on your app and you give me a code to drop it, surely you've got to take it, right? But anyway, that's by the by. I don't want to get into the details of that one. But anyway, I went to the Truro branch with some drop and go stuff. I dropped off on Saturday, just gone, and the Sunday just gone, just shy of £300 voucher worth of DVDs, which was a lot of DVDs. That's done. I dropped off another 207-ish pounds worth of DVDs yesterday. Today is Wednesday, so Tuesday I dropped these off, and I have one more batch of DVDs, sorry, in my van outside, and that's around another £300 in vouchers of all my DVDs, and then they're all gone. I've got rid of all of my massive amount of DVDs. A few I've kept for myself, a few I've kept for other people. But yeah, I'm glad to have shifted them all on, because I needed the space in the van. Maybe to get more DVDs eventually, I don't know. But I'm thinking at the minute, now might be a good time to get out of this DVD game, so to speak, because a lot of people are doing it. I'm not the only person, obviously, doing it and hawking all these DVDs to CEX. I flat out refuse to take boxes and boxes and boxes full of 1p DVDs, or even the 10p ones. I just don't see the point, so I take that lot to dump, and that can all go to wherever it goes to, recycle, whatever. But if it's worth more than £1 on a voucher, then yeah, of course it goes to CEX. But if it's worth a penny, I'm not that hard up for it. So yeah, that all goes to dump. So yeah, I'm thinking now might be a good time to get out of the DVD game, but I should have another £200 voucher within the next day or two to spend, and then when I drop this lot off, that'll be another couple of £100 there on vouchers. All goes to this. But enough of me waffling on with this. I'm going to just dig into these. I'll go for the lighter one of the two, because I think one of them's got 2 in it. So, for the rippy people who haven't seen me do this for a while, I apologise, but normal service is back on now. So let's go for the rip. I'm going to get a good... I honestly never know what to do with myself when I do that, but there's some of you out there that love to see it. No, I appear to have messed this box opening up very well. Oh boys, let's get in. Let's not look at the invoice, let's just get into it. We like a surprise. Right, let's keep all this to one side. Oh, wasn't expecting this one yet. Condition check. Yeah, that is very, very good. We've got a bit of dust on the disc, but nothing major. I'm perfectly happy with that. So yeah, now this is both of these games now. Got them, so I don't need to worry about them no more. And that's Karushi Final. Yeah, I suck at these games. I remember the first one being ridiculously hard. It's probably not that hard by today's standards, but I've played the first one recently a little bit, and I kept dying, kept getting squashed by the blocks. I am good at video games, just not a lot of them. Puzzle games and fighting games I suck at big time. So that's a happy days. That's win-win really. £55 that's worth somehow, some way. I ain't got a clue why or how, but hey ho. And this is the last one, and in this one there should be a very expensive game. I'm hoping it's in this one. That was quite clean, wasn't it? Right, so yes, this is two in one. Let's get that out of the way. Let's get on to the first one. Ooh. Yeah, so this is the expensive one first. The other one is in there still. So, condition check. Oh, the manual seems fine. And this is the worst bit, the disc. Oh my goodness. You'll be pleased to know I'm not kicking off this time, because that disc is clean as a whistle, like not a mark on it. And I don't... Yeah, it's never been through a machine. That is happy days considering its price. I mean, it's a good job. I would never pay this money for this in cash. But yeah, this is Sub-Zero, the Mortal Kombat mythology is the Sub-Zero one. Yeah, minus the sticker on the back, but that's fine. You can't really see anything because it's there. If I remember rightly, this game is woeful. Very, very woeful. But £165, and again, this brings me to a question: gaming prices these days. Why is that 165 quid? It's not even a good game. It's not rare either. I don't care what anybody says. That's not rare. That doesn't command £165 in my book. I mean, any one of these games on this shelf should have been more pricey, but we don't make the prices, do we, people? So it is what it is. I ordered, yeah, there's two more game, well, one more game due to come from CEX, and then whatever this one is. But yeah, we'll put that in the next video. This looks awful. Right, I'm gonna take the sticker off the back of this one before I get into a condition check, because I want you to see how bad this looks. I have never played this one. I didn't even know it existed till I saw it pop up on their listings. Again, that is a very, very, very clean disc. Like, not a mark on it, and it's never been cleaned. Yep, no polish. Everything's good. Obligatory sniff test. It smells like brand new. Anyway, I'm actually really chuffed with that. Everything is in immaculate condition. Sorry, I'm just removing some sticker residue off the back of the case. But anyway, the mad part about this game is anyway, I'll get to it in a minute. It's called Whiz. I know nothing about this. Not a clue. It says on the back, life's a beach. Is it now? Whiz takes you into the third dimension. 3D perspective Whiz is the new generation of game that all platform addicts have been waiting for. They couldn't have picked better wording for that, could they? So yeah, Whiz. Well, I mean, it doesn't really give a great deal away on there. It's probably really, really fun game, to be fair. It's from Konami, so it might be good. But the reason I'm laughing so much is because someone said in the comments to my previous video that I looked like a dealer of this substance from the 2000s. I can't remember the words exactly. His comments were, I look like a early 2000s dealer. If I do, I'm sorry. I'm just how I am. I don't do that stuff. I have never dealt it, sold it, used it. It's not my thing. I'm a clean cut guy. So it just made me laugh because I didn't really know what to respond to the fella. So I just put, how do you know what I used to do? Maybe that was a bad thing to put, but it tickled me a little bit, to be honest. But anyway, I consider this week an absolute win. Look at that. Yeah, I had to count them. 8 new additions to my PS1 wall. And I think that brings me to around 863, 64 games. So I'm edging closer and closer to the 900 mark. And then it'll only be like another 500 to go. So yeah, I've got a lot more games to add, but now I've found a little way to get rid of all these DVDs, which means I've got vouchers, which means I can get more of this guff again. And I've told myself to stay the hell away from buying PS2, 3, 4 and 5 games at the minute. Yeah, I love adding games. I'm addicted to collecting games at this point, but my focus is on the PS1. I need to remember that. I mean, like I said, I did have a little bit of a slip on myself, so I started buying PS3 games again. I mean, it happened last year, and now I've got like frigging 300 of the damn things. So yeah, other than the purchase of Grid, which I solely did because it was cheap and it's a racing game. I'm loving racing games at the minute. I've had to get these. So with my next batch of vouchers, I aim to get at least one more pricey game if they've got the one I want in stock by the time my vouchers come through. there was another one, but it's quite a popular game, so it probably won't be on the app anymore, or they won't have it in stock, should I say, by the time my voucher's clear. I were hoping they'd be cleared today, but hey ho, such is life. But anyway, I'm not going to chunt on. Can't be bothered, and you guys don't want to hear it. So until the next one, people, thank you very, very, very much for watching. Enjoy what sunshine you have, and enjoy the rest of your week. I'll catch you all in the next one.